Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. DAPs.
And I'm Jammin' Johnny 5.
And I'm Haley.
and wait, what?
So I went to Knott's and I saw Crazy Kirk and the Hillbillies. So
Yes.
I needed some kind of like adjective.
Oh, like a
thing. Like
couldn't
they
be
all
Crazy
they all
Johnny.
did it. No, because it has to be with the letter.
Awesomanders or something.
Yeah.
And I forgot what Dennis's is.
And there's Whistling Rick.
It's
Dynamite
Dennis.
Dennis.
Dynamite.
Denny.
Yeah.
Dynamite Denny and what's Rick?
Whistling Rick.
Whistling Rick.
Well, that doesn't work. They use the same letter. for all
But
the
he
other
also
ones.
has a one-syllable name, unlike Kirk.
and Rick is well, he could be ridiculous,
Yeah,
Rick.
Yeah. Anyway, I saw Crazy
Rascal
Kirk.
Rick.
I saw Crazy Kirk and the Hillbillies for the first time since they went over to Knott's, so I was happy to see him again.
Okay.
And they remembered me. Like, they pointed at me and they're like, still doing math? And
They're
I'm like, yep.
so really good at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They remembered my friend Audrey too, and had her take a bow each show.
I heard about that.
last night.
Yeah.
And,
last night?
Yeah, last night also. So twice they remembered her, and that's pretty cool. But we're not the only three people here tonight, are we?
No, we have some people in the audience. We've got our producer.
And we have
Got a
Victor.
Oh.
Ooh, look at our cool camera work. And we have Skipper down there. You can see the top of his head. There's Skipper, 14-year-old napping dog. Yeah, so if you would like to join in on the conversation, you can do so on Twitter. Use the hashtag Geeks Corner, and we will try to respond. And Mikey Likey is already ready to get the show on the road.
All
Lots
right.
of news to cover in so little time. La Diva Jenny is celebrating National Mac and Cheese Day by having mac and cheese with hot dogs, and she's ready. You didn't know today's National Mac and Cheese Day?
No, I'll go get some. I'll
Hey,
be
guess
right
what?
back.
Did you know it?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, Pee Wee Herman said so.
Oh,
He's
okay.
on top of all this stuff.
So is Mr. Daps.
Okay.
Still?
Okay.
Did you know?
Today?
I didn't, and I almost had mac and cheese, so now I feel like
I know. I made something. I made a salad, and now I'm really disappointed because mac and cheese.
Salad. You know who invented salad?
Who?
Poor people. I have a theory about that.
We're gonna move right on.
So Shanghai.
Disney just had a big press conference with Bob Iger, and really gave us a good look at what we're going to see. Well, not necessarily what exactly we're going to see, but they gave us some ideas of what we'll see when Shanghai Disney eventually opens. And so first off, they got rid of Main Street, and instead they're calling it Mickey Avenue, which kind of makes sense to me. Like, if you don't have any connection with Main Street whatsoever, there's really no point in having that be a central point. And we were talking before the show, and Main Street looks kind of like a mix between, or Mickey Avenue looks like a mix between our Main Street and like Toontown.
Yeah.
And so that'll be interesting. And I'm wondering if that means that we'll see Disney characters walking up and down the street instead of just in Town Square or the Hub.
Well,
So,
it has Minnie and Pooh Bear
Yeah,
in the visual.
it has characters in the picture. So yeah,
Would it be in a similar way to Buena Vista Street, where there are just denizens who live there, but they're
Disney characters.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks kind of like it,
So-
which could be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll
never
even
know.
see Roger Rabbit walking up and down Mickey Avenue.
Whoa.
he's here.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
When are you
there
going
we
to
go.
Shanghai?
He's
I
like,
did not
wanna
even know.
live there.
In-
Do you want to
in
live there?
2020.
Oh,
Do you
there
really,
we go.
Do you really want to live there?
In
You just want to
Mickey
visit, right?
Yeah,
It's a nice place to
Okay.
visit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that in the big Emporium style shop, I guess you could call it. I was like, store, shop, whatever. It's called Avenue M Arcade. It looks interesting. We have pictures on our blog.
Avenue M, wasn't that a musical?
Something like that.
I think
yeah.
that's something else.
So Fantasyland's going to have the Enchanted Storybook Castle, which we already know about. It's going to see another incarnation of the Seven Dwarves Mine Train, which you've been on, right?
have.
What do you think of it?
I liked it.
Was it long enough? Was it too short? Do you think they could do more with it?
Too short.
Yeah, it was too short. Like, especially for the wait and stuff, too. It just went by really fast, but, like, all the effects for it were really cool, so that was...
So everything was fast?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. But are you happy that it's there? Like,
Yes,
you'd be
yeah.
satisfied
yeah,
to,
I would
to
go
go to
on it
Shanghai?
again.
Okay.
Yeah, I would go to Shanghai.
They're also going to have a Peter Pan's Flight, a Winnie the Pooh attraction, some sort of Wonderland maze, and then the Voyage to the Crystal Grotto. Which, yeah.
What is that about?
You go on a voyage to the Crystal Grotto.
What's the Crystal Grotto?
It's like a grotto made of crystal.
It's a boat ride.
Is it like,
with a bunch
is it
of storybook
themed?
tales.
It's not themed?
This is the one that goes to the castle. Is that correct, Roger?
It sounds like
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
And to me,
There's a grotto and a castle?
I'm kind of imagining
Where
that
else
this
would you
is
put a
going
grotto?
to
Like a
be
castle in the sky.
Pirates of the Caribbean meets Storybook
Storybook
Land.
Land.
It'll be like stories told in the style and size of Pirates of the Caribbean, but kind of like Storybook Land is my hunch. But it'll probably be more fantasy.
Grandma, I'm coming back to Shanghai.
I apologize. I think I was thinking of gazebo. I think is why I was getting
Oh.
confused. I was thinking like nice
yeah,
gazebo.
Those zebra things.
Okay.
I frequently confuse gazebos and grottos.
So they're also gonna have this place called the Gardens of Imagination.
yes,
Which I kind of just want to go there because it's called the Gardens of Imagination. I don't
that's where you plant little ideas.
know. No, that's actually where you find Dumbo in the
Oh.
Fantasia carousel.
Okay.
I think that's actually could be a really fun carousel idea. There's also a castle stage show that's going to take place there, and a nighttime show called Ignite the Dream, which I imagine is going to be like
Fire.
What's the one in Paris?
Disney
Dreams, but on even bigger. Like that's kind of my hunch. I don't know anything about that, but that's my prediction. We'll see if I'm right. They're also going to have a daytime parade that's going to be the longest parade route ever for a Disney theme park.
It's gonna be 3 miles. You said.
We don't know, but it's gonna be long. It's gonna feel like 3 miles for the people that are
Yeah.
that are performing in it.
Because they all have to like walk and then they walk
Asians
backward and then they walk the
Asians
same.
walk everywhere.
Oh, do
Come on,
they?
guys,
Yeah.
just walk
Okay.
one
Yeah,
direction.
'cause it's so dense there, you know?
Adventure Isle is what's coming up
Take a
next,
taxi.
and looking at it, it looks like Jurassic Park came to Disneyland. Like there's this giant reptilian beast overlooking.
Giant crocodile. That's what I keep talking about.
Is that what it is?
Well, it looks like I don't know.
I haven't read this part yet.
It's like a crocodile bear.
It's
Just like,
the main attraction there. It's going to be an Adventureland type area called Roaring Rapids, and it's
And
going to feature
Roaring
terrifying. Oh.
There's 2 of them. Look in there. There's 2 roaring.
Yes,
things.
you're right. Good job. And
Yeah.
Camp Discovery, and they're predicting a Tarzan acrobatic show. There's a lot going on here.
And remember, you can't spell discovery without disco. So I am expecting a dance party every night.
Are you going to wear your tutu?
When I go.
Okay, good. They're also
Take
going
me
to
a
have
while.
Soaring Over the Horizon, which has been something that's been talked about, I feel like, everywhere. Like, this has been the one thing everybody with Shanghai have been talking about forever. And so that'll be the new version of Soaring Over California that won't go over California. Well, maybe part of it will.
Is
Who
Michael
knows?
Eisner going to be in it with his golf clubs?
I'm doubting it.
He's
Oh,
going to
man.
golf around the world.
I would
So
love
next-
that ride.
That would be
You will
cool.
be in the golf ball.
Yeah!
So Treasure Cove is the next part. That's going to be their Pirates theme land. I actually am really looking forward to Treasure Cove. The big ride is going to be attraction. It's going to be Pirates of the Caribbean Battle for the Sunken Treasure.
Ooh.
I don't know what it is, but it's going to be awesome. And there's going to be really cool. That's we saw images of that a few months
That's
ago.
right. Yes.
And
Yes, we
that's
did.
going to be really interactive, and I think
Is that? Are they outfitting you with guns? Is that something I remember, or am I mixing up a bunch of things?
That. You never know.
I feel like there's like a
There's
pirate
going to be a
battle.
stunt show with Captain Jack Sparrow. There's going to be a restaurant for Barbossa and Explorer canoes.
Wait. There's a Barbossa restaurant.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
Is there more detail on that one? That
No.
I want to hear.
In Tomorrowland, they're going to bring a new version. This is going to be. I actually think this is going to be one of our favorite areas of Shanghai Disney
Can you get
because
rum
it's
there?
going to be a what?
Can you get rum there? In the restaurant.
I don't know. Maybe
There's no details yet.
they don't
detail.
have that.
Or
It's
tea.
always
Can you get tea there? That seems like it would
tea.
be
I'm sure.
a little.
know.
Anyway.
Well, it is Barbossa's
So,
tea.
Tomorrowland celebrates the optimism of the future in a way that also celebrates the people of China, and we are going to have the Tron Light Cycle Power Run there, which to me looks like the attraction at Knott's Berry Farm,
Pony
where
Express?
the Pony Express, but with
Yeah.
with
Tron, that light cycle.
yeah, with light cycles. I'm glad I'm not the only person that looked at him like, that looks like what I just saw at Knott's yesterday, but cooler.
The ride I looked at and went, maybe not. Let's be real.
So it'll be interesting because I'm sure it'll be way more immersive, and it'll really be like Pony Express meets People Mover in Tomorrowland in that one cave before it closed.
I would love.
You know what I'm talking about? The
Yeah.
part, the
I know.
Tron part.
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
a Tron
okay,
part.
yeah.
I would love if it was that ride technology where there's no track, like it's just autopiloting, like Mystery Manor. Or
Mystic Manor.
Oh,
Mystic
yeah, Mystic
Manor,
Manor.
thank you.
Which
Oh, that's
might,
right.
I'm sure that will be for the Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, but then if they
Attraction.
have 2 of these light cycles going, then you could do all of the cutoff
do this
stuff.
kind of thing and freak
Yeah.
everybody out.
Yeah. Go at high
Um,
speeds, like really ramp up that
maybe.
technology.
You never
That
know.
seems safe.
There's a video that was included that's in our article, and it kind of showed a little bit of that. And so I'm betting that's not going to happen, but you never know.
Probably not.
Buzz Lightyear Planet Rescue is going to be there as well. I'm betting that's just an updated Astro Blaster.
Nice, Tim Allen.
Jetpacks is a new take on the classic flying spinning ride, and looks like it will be a lot of fun. Did we put in a new battery? And yes, we did. Good. And then there's going to be these 2 new experiences that we weren't really as aware these were coming, I don't think.
We were
And,
hoping.
we had hopes, but we hadn't had them actually been defined. And so first off will be near Tomorrowland will be called Star Wars Launch Bay. Yes. Did you not hear about this yet?
No.
Yeah, so I'm sure we'll see some really advanced Star Wars attractions there.
Hope Snaggletooth's there. She's my
And
favorite.
Marvel Universe will also be right there next to Tomorrowland as well. I like that they're not putting them in Tomorrowland, but near Tomorrowland, so it kind of defines them all separately. Because then Tomorrowland can really be what it's supposed to be, as opposed to a galaxy a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Well, and to be fair, the Marvel movies are taking place now.
Now, yeah. Well, I was
They're not
thinking
in
the Star
Tomorrowland.
Wars part is in
Star
a
Wars, yeah, that's in Fantasyland. There should be a Star Wars ride in Fantasyland in every park. That's all I'm saying.
Go on.
Is Star Wars not a sci-fantasy more than a sci-fi movie?
It's a space opera.
It's a
It's a
that's
space
what I was
opera.
going to say
It's
too.
a space opera.
It's sci-fantasy. There's a ton of magic. There's royalty all over the place. The main weapon is a sword. It's a fantasy movie.
Apparently, Victor, you look like a floating head when you have the picture up.
It's true.
Okay.
a
just
floating
saying.
head.
So, anybody,
I
let
can
us know what
guarantee
you
his
think.
head does not float.
Do you think any Star Wars anything should be in Fantasyland?
Yes.
We want to know.
You couldn't see Ewoks right next to Snow White.
No.
I think you're a fool.
Mikey Likey says the new park is sounding more and more awesome. Maybe someday I'll get a chance to visit.
Elsa in Hoth.
Ugh.
We can make this happen, people.
Yeah. Let's move right along. Yeah. But hopefully it'll give some really cool... I actually think this will be great because this gives an opportunity for Disney to really grab a hold of these rebooted franchises and take them where they're at now and create some new things, and hopefully the best of which will come back here.
Where's their Muppet Land?
Where is their Muppet Land?
All of the other things they've acquired get their
All
own
right,
land.
we're boycotting Shanghai Disney because there's no Muppet Land.
Didn't they get Muppets first too?
And they're
Like-
getting a TV show.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I will have less rage about.
September 22nd on ABC.
Is that
Don't miss
this
it.
year?
Yeah. Right at 8 o'clock.
September 22nd at 8?
Yeah.
What day?
They had this huge
Same night as Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
They had this huge thing made up at Comic Con where it looked like the ABC
You got to go
studio.
to Comic-Con.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I did. Yeah. it was fun.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a really awesome kind of little big sister to Hong Kong Disneyland to
I have the
Yes.
28th on a Monday.
22nd.
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 That's a problem.
Yeah.
That would be my problem. I have a lot of problems.
So true.
99.
Okay. So, initial thoughts of Shanghai Disney. What do you think?
Looks like a theme park.
Good theme park, bad theme park? What are you expecting?
You know what my initial thought about Shanghai is?
Mhm.
Is wasn't that one of the first things we talked about when we started this show?
Yeah.
Like they had just announced it. They were about to
And
break
then we
ground.
didn't hear anything from
Yeah, so I feel really not connected, but like, hey, I remember talking about that, and there was nothing, and like now it's actually happened. I don't think I've personally witnessed the birth of a theme park that I was like paying attention. So this is just cool to see.
Okay.
Like,
This
okay,
is the first
it's
one where
getting
you're
close
really
to actually opening.
Yeah.
So that's my first.
And
impression,
the one
no
thing
judgment
I
one way
noticed,
or
I was texting with Murray as we were getting more and more news about this, is there's still not a date for when this thing's opening.
Just
So-
spring 2016.
yeah, that means nothing.
For now,
I mean,
Yeah.
they might surprise us and bump it up a couple. No, that never
No,
happens.
no, it never. If they're not putting a hard date, it could be any time. Like we could really like take bets on when this thing's gonna open. We're gonna need a new battery, Tyler.
Could be in spring, summer, blunder.
Yes, but so yeah, let us know what you think of Shanghai Disney and
Fish Tosh.
what?
I'm just making references and seeing if there's like one person out there who's going to call me out on Twitter.
Oh, okay. I'm sure they will. So today, Disney announced its new Legend inductees, and they're a very interesting group of people.
Yeah.
So as you think about these, I'm going to just read them out and hopefully say their names right. First is George Bodenheimer. I can't say Andreas. Is it Deja?
It's Deja.
Okay,
It's
I
Andreas.
always
It's
worry.
Andreas Deja.
He
Okay,
actually,
so I got it right.
this is an interesting thing.
Yes,
You can
please.
You can Google Andreas Deja,
You can Google his name.
and his blog is actually named Deja Vu.
I knew that.
Ah.
I follow his blog.
So there you
So
go.
that's maybe
Yes.
okay. Good.
That is true.
Well, he's getting inducted into the Disney Legends.
It's about time too.
Yes.
Ivan Earl,
Ivan Earl, yes.
Ivan Earl.
Danny Elfman,
Yes.
George Lucas, Johnny. Who's the next one?
Susan Lucci.
Thank you.
Didn't she do stuff
Julie
on Broadway?
Ryan Castelletto, who I got to interview earlier this year.
Dan Castellaneta?
Carson
Did you say Dan
Van
Castellaneta?
Osten
Isn't
is
that what
the
he just
last
said?
one. Thoughts? Any of these really excite you? Don't excite you? Odd to you?
Carson Van Osten, I didn't know of him
Mm-hmm.
until I read what he did,
Mm-hmm.
and he created the 60th Mickey's 60th birthday logo,
Right.
which is actually one of my favorite.
Yeah, that's a
Disney
great one.
logos.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. Oh, there we go. We are
There
having
we
technical
go.
difficulties again this week. Oh, we got a title slide. How cool is that? We're restarting all of our cool things. So what do you guys think about, or like, who's the most interesting to you of all that list?
Danny Elfman.
I was going to say, yeah.
Really?
I'm surprised. Have they inducted Tim Burton yet?
Not
Because
I don't think so.
I'm surprised that they'd induct Danny Elfman before Tim Burton.
Well, didn't he's helped with more Disney movies than Tim Burton, though, hasn't he?
I don't.
Because he's done all of
Well,
Tim
you have
Burton's,
your-
plus he helped out with, like, other ones, too, didn't he?
You have it up there.
But it doesn't have everything he did. Like, it has some,
I think
but...
he's
Because
only ever really done Tim Burton.
He did
and-
Oz the Great and Powerful, Mystic
That's
Manor.
right.
He helped with, well, Haunted Mansion Holidays is Tim Burton. Alice in Wonderland. Avengers Age of Ultron, that's right, he worked on that.
He contributed to that.
Dick Tracy, Dead President's
Good.
Flubber, Good Will
Calling
Hunting.
Dick Tracy.
Okay.
So he's added more.
I guess they just needed somebody in the composer category because it seems every year they try to get somebody from each category.
Is
That would make sense.
Ashman Menken, are they Disney legends?
yeah.
They
Yes,
should be.
they
Steven
are.
Schwartz?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got
Yes.
them covered? Okay,
Uh-huh.
good.
I think
Um,
all of the standard Disney.
What do you guys
guys
think,
are.
George Lucas?
I'm okay with that. I am honestly okay with and there was kind of this there wasn't any comment made before the show, but there were just these vocal utterances when that was listed. I think, especially now that we have another Star Wars movie coming up, there's a lot of renewed passion about the
Star Wars.
remix Star Wars, the prequels, all the extended editions, things like that. But the original Star Wars wouldn't have happened without George Lucas, right? So the
Star
fact-
Wars, period, would not be
Exactly.
Star Wars without George Lucas.
So just for the original
And we will
three
watch all
movies
of them,
alone, I think he deserves to be a Disney legend.
Yeah.
and
Even if
then,
they just bought him.
yeah, exactly. Because it is now a part of Disney. It is now a part of the Disney legend.
Well, don't forget Indiana Jones, too.
And
Indiana
he did
Jones.
Star Tours.
Star
and
Tours.
He,
Oh,
he
yeah,
did a, he
totally.
did a he did a
Captain
whole
EO?
bunch of
Captain
stuff.
EO.
Yeah, don't forget Captain EO.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if Captain EO doesn't deserve Disney legend status, I don't want to live on this
Is Michael
planet
Jackson a Disney legend?
anymore. Should be.
He should be.
Yeah.
That's my boy. Woo!
Alien are like, okay, sure. Who would you like to see as a Disney legend that isn't yet?
Tim Burton?
Obviously.
I'm surprised Whoopi Goldberg is not a Disney legend.
Isn't
Yeah.
she?
She played the Spirit of California.
Oh my goodness.
Her work
Is
on the View,
Regis
obviously.
a Disney legend yet?
Yes.
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Okay, good.
Also,
Love you, Reach.
Sister Act.
Yeah, Sister Act. But yeah. Maybe they don't like what she did on
Is
Star Trek.
Walt Disney technically a Disney legend?
Yeah, have they inducted Walt Disney?
I
as a
don't
Disney
think
legend?
they
The
have.
Disney family has been.
Okay.
But what about Walt?
Walt himself. Because they inducted Roy E. Disney.
Do we need to start a petition?
What's going on here?
That's pretty
Got
amazing.
his knee against
actually.
God's
That-
mustaches?
We need that question answered.
Tom Hanks?
Although,
Tom,
the
he's
one
not a Disney
of
legend,
the
is he?
8 being inducted this year,
Yes.
I like that they are honoring Julie Green Castelletto because it is the 60th anniversary.
I think that's
of the
very
park.
nice. Yeah.
So that's your Parks and Resorts.
Yep.
And it's also, 50th anniversary of the Ambassador Program or something like that. So
I think it's a really good balance and connection of them all. I think that's, very fitting. Cool.
How about Idina Menzel?
We are way behind on...
Because she wasn't just Elsa, she was also that girl in Enchanted.
yes.
Yeah, you know that one. So
Nancy.
Disney's
Is it?
Hollywood
Nancy
Studios
Tremaine.
continues its facelift, I guess you could say, and they closed the magic of Disney animation this last week, where you could learn to animate, draw an animated character.
They can just come over to the
I still
California
can't draw
Adventure.
Donald Duck because they say to make a circle the size of an orange.
Yeah.
And you
Some
grow huge
oranges are like
oranges.
this big in part of the country.
Some
and
oranges
other
are like-
oranges are like this big, and I'm sitting there going, "What size an orange do you want?" I'm legitimately stressed about
Do you
this.
need like a specific diameter?
Yes.
You should bring an orange for scale.
But Mikey really he actually has joined our team, and he went in on I think it was Saturday or something. You're gonna have to correct me, Mikey. And filmed a really great video that highlighted the best of the magic of Disney animation, and he also did a nice write up for us about the history of that area of the resort in the park, and it's one of those things where Disney's always changing, and it'll be interesting to see what comes next. There's a few rumors about what will happen there, but nothing
What are some of them?
hard and firm yet.
What are some of the rumors? Come on, you can give us one.
You can go look on another website.
You can give us one. Which website?
Really?
Yeah, what are some of the rumors? Come on. Let's
Roger, what are some of the rumors? If you feel.
Wow.
So
I was not expecting that.
There's gonna be Elsa stuff.
With the rumors.
Lots
Yeah.
of Elsa.
An expanded Toy Story area.
Okay.
It's. I think it's gonna be a better Star Wars. Yeah.
Yeah. There was a lot of talk about Cars Land. I don't think that is a good fit.
Not there
Okay.
at least.
They should put Captain EO in there.
Oh yeah.
It's
I'd
back
love
in
that.
Epcot.
Love
Oh, okay.
it.
Well, perfect. As long as it's somewhere in Florida.
But definitely go check out the video. Check out the article. Mikey did a great job for his first.
Cranium Command.
Is
can go
Jim
there.
Cummings a Disney legend yet?
Oh man, he should be.
Mikey, like you just threw that one out. I think that's
What
a
about
great idea.
if Jim Cummings, because of his vocal diversity, John Ratzenberger?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
he
about Drew
needs to be
Carey?
Who?
Drew Carey.
Yeah, he's a legend.
He is.
Ryan Stiles,
Ohio.
Colin Mochrie. Yeah.
They're all fantastic.
Is Chris Pratt a Disney legend?
Oh,
Not
no.
yet, but you can guarantee you will be.
He better be.
Yeah, at some point, it's destined.
Tom
to happen.
Bergeron.
But yeah, definitely
Hanks.
check that out as we
Tom Hanks?
move through here.
This is naughty Disney legend.
Oh, he needs to be. He played Walt
Disneyland
Disney.
turns 60 officially on Friday,
Yeah.
and it will be a fantastic day. We will all be in the park. I know Murray will be in the park. You'll be working.
I won't.
He won't be in the park because he.
I'll be at
hides
an
from
engagement
things
party
like
for my
that.
cousin.
He will be celebrating the highlights of the year.
Nuptials.
And yeah, there will be a few couple special things to be seen throughout the day, and I'll be wearing my diamond tie. And definitely come and find us. If you find Murray and I, there might be something for you to receive. I don't know what this
Money?
is, but Murray said
Come
to
on, what
say
are some of
this.
the rumors?
And so find us. We'll definitely do what we did during the 24-hour day and take pictures together and post those on Instagram because that was a lot of fun. And what?
And drink lots of 24K.
And drink lots of 24K. Well, I'm not going to do that as long as, it's not going to be that bad. But it's a fun day to be at Disneyland. Like, it's just kind of, there's always that spirit of celebration that's very organic and grassroots. Yes.
Are you going to dress in your nice 50s attire?
Yes, and you're supposed to dress in your 50s attire like Haley and I did tonight. And
And I did too. This is how people dressed in the 50s.
You're a regular
At
Marlon
home.
Brando.
At home.
Stella.
Or if they accidentally time traveled there. I mean, this is pretty standard.
And I saw
I didn't wear
Jason
my life
Awesome
vest.
has his outfit all set for Friday, so that's going to be great. And oh, thank you, Miss Bailey C. Isn't there a stand outside animation building at DCA where I can buy an orange?
There you go.
So I can
Right across
buy
the
an
street.
orange, go inside, and be able to draw Donald Duck.
You
Do
don't
they
even
still-
have
buy
to take
award
one with
do
you.
they
winners,
still
too.
show you how to draw Donald Duck?
I think it's
Yes.
just Olaf now.
Yeah, Olaf. Okay, yeah. But does anybody have any favorite memories from a Disneyland birthday? I mean, obviously the 50th was a huge deal, and that was a lot of fun.
I actually really enjoyed going around to every attraction and finding the golden cars. I remember that. That was fun.
Or like it was 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was just like yesterday.
Yeah, it was like I was graduating high school.
Yeah. Do you have any?
I haven't been on like an actual birthday for Disneyland.
This is a big
ever.
deal for you.
I know.
This will
I'm
be the
excited.
year. I'm gonna find you and take a picture with you. It'll
Yay.
be fun. Yeah, we can do that. That'll be great. So now you'll have memories next week that you can talk about this week. That was
Yes,
so great.
hopefully.
My favorite, and I'm guessing this will be one of Marie's too, is we always go and we film the festivities at Disneyland. And so one year they were doing a flash mob in Town Square. What a shocker. And I think it was the 56th anniversary. And for whatever reason that year they had Remy and Emile from Ratatouille there. And as they were walking in, I think they were playing Zippity Doodah or something, Emile totally face planted into a churro cart.
I've only seen the video, but it's worth it.
And then he gets up and he shakes his head and he continues on with the show. But the funny part is nobody saw it. Like, everybody's cheering and singing.
Not even
clapping
you at the
along.
time. Like, you had to look at it
nobody
later.
saw this. And you're looking at the video and you can see the crowd and nobody's like, oh, look. Like, nobody caught it. And then we're watching the video and we've already uploaded it. And Murray's like, hey, did something just happen right there? And so we back it up and we keep zooming in and we discover that this giant rat crashes into a churro cart, and it's the best video ever.
If you were to pick a rat to dive headfirst into a churro cart, it would be Emile.
Yeah.
I mean, it was completely within the character.
It was.
Yeah.
I just, yeah. I was amazed he got up and kept going. Like, that was, I think, one of
I think
my
he
most
was. I
memorable.
think he retains the distinction of our only
Character
DAPs
of the
character
day.
of the week. Day or what? Doesn't matter. He's DAPs character of the
'Cause
last 5 years.
Nothing else has ever
Yeah.
even come close to that. Like, ridiculous. Yeah. So, we're running
That
out
we've
of
caught
time.
on
Where
video.
did the time go? There's also, coming up this week, I think it starts on Thursday, there's a Looking for Mickey quest. We have details on DAPs. You can check it out. It'll be interesting. I'm going to skip it because we're out of time.
It's like $20.
Yeah. Are you going to do it?
No.
Okay, I'm sure.
I read the article.
Oh, okay, I'm sure Amanda will be going into that and probably doing a review or something. Somebody will. So, Comic-Con this last weekend. You didn't get in the Star Wars panel, did you?
Oh no!
I'm sure
I am not going into Hall H.
Okay.
I
I
hear the
tried
Kevin.
for Tarantino.
I hear the Kevin Smith one was pretty.
Empty?
There were seats.
It was a third. It
There
was
were
a
a few
third
seats.
of the entire panel.
Yeah.
So there were 2,000 people in there as opposed to 6,000.
Yeah. So you could've
Yeah,
gotten a
I
seat.
heard that was kind of a disappointment. But so they released a video that was kind of a behind-the-scenes video of Star Wars: The Force Awakens at Comic-Con. Did you guys watch it? Anybody?
Yes.
You did watch
I
it?
didn't scrutinize it, but I
That's
watched
okay.
it.
Did you tell me your initial thoughts?
I
of this video?
love that it is mostly practical.
I do
like,
too.
There's a lot of digital stuff. I mean, there's some things you won't be able to do, but they built a millennium. They built Han Solo's ship, and they built like they created aliens that are actually
And
walking
the models
around.
of like the crashed TIE fighter.
Exactly.
And stuff.
So I'm very happy because I think Jurassic World, I couldn't get any kind of personal connection into it because I could tell the whole thing was made inside a computer instead
Yeah.
of on an island. And this was very clearly like they were actually in a desert. So I'm very pleased with the production aspect, and hopefully the movie itself will be the same
Yeah.
quality.
Did anybody else notice that C-3PO's arm was red?
Nope. Did not
His
notice.
left arm is red.
Man, he just keeps
I
getting.
also noticed that in a lot of the toys, there's a red swatch on TIE fighters
Huh.
on the left side.
Why can't they ever replace his parts with the same color?
I think it was the left side if I'm looking at him right.
Like he has a silver leg, he has a red arm. Like, at what point is he just?
I'm wondering if it's an indication that he was drafted by the First Order or something, or as a spy or something.
What kind of weird Tolstoy thing is this?
I don't know. It just was something I noticed. The other thing I
He's
noticed
just human cyborg.
was
relations.
is her
He's not a
name
fighter.
Daisy Ridley? Is that her name?
Yes.
Alice Ripley.
She's the one that was flying
She's cute.
the Millennium Falcon instead of Han Solo. Did you notice that?
Han Solo probably would have gotten a plane crash.
Oh,
Too soon.
too true.
You know. Anything else anybody picked up about the movie from?
The Simon Pegg. Just.
Yes, Simon
I don't.
Pegg, yes,
I don't
that
think
too.
it hit me that he was in this film, and it looks like
It
he's
was
in a way
just a
that you're not
rumor.
going to
Well,
know.
you know Daniel Craig's in it too.
Really?
He plays an unknown stormtrooper, just like a background stormtrooper.
That's awesome. I want to be one. That's cool.
And I think Kevin Smith has to be a stormtrooper in an upcoming movie.
Well, J.J. Abrams offered him to be a fat one.
Yeah.
Because J.J. Abrams apologized to him after after the whole thing.
I still think they need to make a Porkins movie, but that's just me.
Jar
No, a
Jar.
Porkins sitcom on ABC coming this fall.
Yeah. So, do you have any
guy
predictions? Oh, did anybody think
Prequel.
one of the up-close face things looked like Admiral Akbar?
Yes, I absolutely did. I'm almost certain it is.
I kind of think it is
Although-
too, so that would be cool.
You know, let's not be judgmental. Admiral Akbar is not the only Mon Calamari in the Star Wars universe. It
He's
doesn't
the
have to
only
be-
one we know its name.
He is, but you know they
he's
do
really
things
a he.
like they do safety announcements at Star Tours. I mean, they have other
True.
jobs. It could be just another Mon Calamari we get to meet. It could be
Okay.
Jar Jar Akbar.
Do you have any predictions for this movie? Without spoilers.
There will be a lot of people seeing it.
Okay.
Prediction.
I'm predicting Johnny cries. Anyway, we are over time, as Caitlin is telling me on Twitter. Sorry, Caitlin, I know you have to drive tomorrow to get down here for the 50th or 60th.
It may open up
and
with
I
words.
will say this. Daps Murray just tweeted the Emil video, and I retweeted it, so you'll be able to catch it, and you don't want to miss out on that. So anyway, we are out of time. We wish Disneyland a very happy birthday. We hope we get to see you on Friday at the parks, and we'll see you around the corner.
Geek out.